332.51 for Darren Kriz.
Steve Gavan, Ithaca, Nebraska, pride of the farm. Steve Gavan picked up a win in Weeping Water, Nebraska last week. Looking to grab another one here tonight. Going to be close as he buries it in on the big side. 337.11, 337.11. Good enough for the number 2 spot right now for that tough running 54.88 out of Ithaca, Nebraska. We would like to welcome all of our Facebook fans out there, courtesy of Full Pull Live. We're giving an exclusive live look in on Facebook. So hello to all you fans watching out there on social media. If you love what you see going down the track right here, go ahead and subscribe, fullpull.live. You can watch the entirety of this show as well as our entire library of pulling content. Big thank you to Titan Goodyear Farm Tires. Farmers have a legacy built on hard work and a spirit of innovation. It's the same vision that's driven Titan to engineer farm tires for almost a century. Ag products and our Titan and Goodyear farm tire brands start with feedback that comes directly from the field. It's how we develop the innovative LSW low sidewall technology that's redefining expectations for ag tires around the world, offering a full lineup of agricultural tires for a variety of equipment. Check them out, TitanInternational.com.
And next puller here, truck's been around quite a few years here. The Agent Orange Chevrolet of Tom Byers at Watkins, Iowa. Running that Sonny Leonard truck pull engine. Hemi, they call it a Chevy Hemi. All aluminum, mountain motor. Got to be 351.35. They're going to wear out that right side of the track. Every puller so far in the class spotting the rock sled over on the right side. And waiting on the green flag. Going to turn the truck loose first. Got to beat 351.35. Agent Orange, Tom Byers. Nice hook for the Agent Orange machine. 336.56 moves into the number 2 spot.
Rodney Yedlichka out of Schuyler, Nebraska calls it Feedlot Special. Ooh, that motor just said no right about the time that weight box topped out there. 3:05.25 the distance right there for the Feedlot Special with 2 to go in the Super Farm class. We're going to take a look at 2-time point champion Dave Rosaboom up next. Eric Groney going to round out the field. And then, folks, if you do not have ear protection, I would like to highly encourage you to seek some of that out as the next class. We're going to go over to the Noise Boys, as legendary announcer Dave Bennett would call them. It's going to be 7,400-pound Outlaw modified pulling. It's going to get wild.
Well, let's go to Minnesota for our next modified four-wheel drive truck, low-slung Chevrolet out of Wilmot, Minnesota, the American Iron Chevy of Ryan Loosbrock. Once again, spotting the sled on that far right side. Inching a little bit closer, but still a ways out here from that first hook. Gage Lewis went 351.35. Tom Byers just moved into the number 2 spot at 336.56. Josh Mazier, you're on deck. Farrell Martin, you're in the hole. 17 modified four-wheel drives here this evening.
Yeah, Ron, I just received word that we had one of our Pro Stock tractors is going to be a scratch as well. So we're down to 145. Anytime you say down and you're at 145, you've still got a lot of iron out there.
Make that 143. We had 2 scratches more.
I tell you what, we're north of 140. It's hard to say we're going down when we still have a number that big.
Not a bad run, but if you heard about mid-track, you heard a couple of popping sounds out of the exhaust there. 331.97. Motor not running 100% there.
2-time national point champion on the Super Farm side, Dave Rosaboom out of Rock Valley, Iowa. Spotting the sled way up on the top side of the track, going to move it all the way over to the right. Jason, 348 and change. He calls this one Red Rock. Well, he had the speed over there, but he just lost a little bit of the traction. Not going to find pay dirt up on that right-hand side with the hero or zero move. 3:11.03 going to be the official distance with 1 to go on the Super Farm side. You take a look at the replay over here on the modified four-wheel drive. You can hear Ron talking about something not entirely happy. As you can watch, he tries to burn it in here, and those tires just kind of quit digging as he gets to the big side of the track.
Josh Mazier coming out of St. Joe, Missouri. Home of the Pony Express. Truck's called Unfinished Business. Chevrolet truck running a Sonny Leonard truck pull engine. Now, that's actually what the engine is called. Sonny Leonard Racing built this engine, designed this engine, and builds them specifically for the modified four-wheel drive class in truck pulling. There's several different versions of it. As far as cubic inches go, there's a 650 version, which is built specifically for the NTPA, their modified class, limited to 650 cubic inches. The only limitation as far as size on the Outlaw modified four-wheel drives is the bore spacing, the bore center on the blocks, no larger than 5 inches. Here comes Josh Mazier in Unfinished Business. Josh Mazier going to come up short. That's your 2021 Outlaw points champion. 325.36 feet. 325.36.
Last tractor in the Super Farm class over here looking for a walk-off win, spotting that sled back over where the pay dirt's been. They went shopping up there on the top side of it and didn't find any pay dirt up there, so bringing it back where most of the success has been. Eric Groney out of Wayne, Nebraska, aboard the 88 series. He calls Husker Hooker. Fought the bounce just a little bit on the back half of the run right there, but still had the torque to shake up the order a little bit. 327.43. How about a nice round of applause for the Super Farms out there? We'll get you guys a top 5 rundown in just a moment.
AP1 Insurance is excited to sponsor the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pullers this 2025 season, offering specialty insurance products for motorsports, automotive, rain insurance, and prize packages. Act Protect One prides themselves on offering the best resources for clients throughout the Midwest, guarding their investments and their toys. With the ever-changing markets, Act Protect One can help you find the best products for your needs. Visit actprotect1.com for more information. Also check them out on Facebook and Twitter. Act Protect One Insurance, real coverage, real protection, no surprises. actprotect1.com.
All right, your top 5 over here in the Super Farm class. Number 5, Dakota Deer, piloted by Alan Andrews. Number 4 is going to go to Mr. Consistent out there, Jared Johansson on the Blaze of Glory tractor. Number 3, Drake Wallman on the Wallman 1066. Number 2, Steve Cavan, pride of the farm. That tractor's been running especially well lately. And your winner, make some noise, Alice Chalmers fans, Brad Halinga, Endangered Species with a run 348.90. Top 5 in the Super Farm. We're going to go modified. Outlaw pulling next.
Well, let's go back to the Ford camp here out of Springfield, Nebraska. Farrell Martin's Bad Attitude Ford. Trying to build a road over there on the right side. They're all choosing that right side of the track. Dave Kriz is going to stick with the Ford camp here, at least for a couple of trucks. Dave Kriz's Aftershock on deck here.
So again, we need Corey Schluter and Jeremy Paulson up here to the winner's circle.
All right, let's see what the Ford could do with it. Farrell Martin, Bad Attitude. Got to beat 351.35. Farrell Martin goes 321.17, 321.17 for the Bad Attitude Ford. As we're getting ready down here in the winner's circle, we got our first, is this our first Rock Award already of the weekend, Mike? Take it away, buddy.
Yeah, our first Thunderbolt going to be given away right down here. Jeremy Paulson, you were on a 7-pull win streak. Well, 7 out of 8, that's not too bad. And this is some pretty good consolation trophy right here. How you feeling holding that Thunderbolt award? You said this is your first one.
This is the first one, yes. Felt really good. I would have changed that run just a little bit, but hats off to Corey Schluter. He had a hell of a run, poked it out there. Do it again next year.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a great weekend for you. Been a great run. Love seeing you getting back in the saddle after all the complications last year. Who would you like to thank for standing here in victory lane tonight?
First of all, my wife and kids, Mike, Brady, and Jared for helping in the pits, Joe Butch, Ag Repair, Robert's Machine for the new chassis, and everybody here at Wisner.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Your Thunderbolt winner, top weekend finisher in the Light Superstock Ag division, Jeremy Paulson on the Hawkeye Hooker.
Yeah, congratulations, Jeremy Paulson. Yeah, the Thunderbolt Award, not the Rock. That was last month. This is the Thunderbolt here at Thunder by the River. Next puller here, sticking with the Ford camp, the Aftershock coming out of Tyndall, South Dakota. Dave Kriz going to take a shot. Lane Thornton's Ramrod on deck. Off-road belts, belts to power everything from your vacuum cleaner to your oil rig, from your riding mower to your combine. Off-Road Belts has the belt you need in stock in their Rock Valley, Iowa warehouse, ready to be shipped directly to your door. Check them out at offroadbelts.com. Well, that first truck in the class, the Chevrolet of Gage Lewis, still leading 351.35. Ford people, you're going to have to get loud to get one of these Fords past that Chevrolet. And as soon as the track is clear, we will go green and turn the aftershock loose. .35, 325 and 35 for Dave Kriz and the aftershock. All right, 7,400-pound modified tractors. We're going to start them right now. First puller coming out of Illinois. Going to be Mitchell Phipps out of Kane, Illinois. We're running twin supercharged Hemis. You're looking at about 6,000 horsepower sitting on the nose of a 7,400-pound tractor. Calls it hush money. Now, I remember Mike talking about ear protection. If you forgot about that or neglected to go get it, better get your hands out of your pockets and put your fingers in your ears because we're going to get loud. Here comes hush money. .332.89. He's going to keep it as first puller. He has that option. Let's go to Lane Thornton out of Gravity, Iowa, the Ramrod. Dodge Dakota. Going to change it up here. Not sure if he saw something over on the left side that he liked as far as the dirt on that side. Thinks it might have a little more traction or just simply gambling a little bit. This is your number 2 truck in points right now, Ramrod. Oh, getting close. Getting real close here. 347.62. He'll move into the number 2 spot. Mike, take it away down in the winner's circle.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm down here with your Super Farm Class winner, Brad Halinga, representing Team Alice Chalmers. What a pass out there. Tell us about it and tell us about anyone you need to thank tonight.
Took off and it was a pretty good run. It hooked in right away and we got to the end and it stayed hooked up. Drug her out the end there. Always pretty torquey tractor, so it worked out well for us.
It was a beautiful pass. Who do you need to thank for standing here this evening?
Well, I need to thank my wife, first of all, and my family for putting up with me doing this and helping me do it. So without them, I couldn't do it.
All right, well, Alice Chalmers fans and all of Wisner, Nebraska, make some noise. Brad Hillinga going home with the victory in the Super Farm class.
Got next modified tractor coming up here. Donald Nelson out of Cat Spring, Texas. The Bullbuster going to make its debut here at Wisner, Nebraska. New tractor, just came out with it last October, so this will be the first time down the track for this tractor at this particular event. Mike, if you're set up down there, go, buddy.
All right, folks, down here with the light Superstock Ag Division winner, Corey Schluter, back in the winner's circle for the first time since Wayne, Nebraska. How we feeling, buddy?
Feels great. We had some trouble along the way, so good to be back on top.
Good to see you in here, no doubt about it. Your team always hard working. Who do you need to thank tonight?
Just my family. You know, we put in a lot of hours keeping these things running and don't get a lot of home time. So got to just thank them, and especially my wife, my father, Dad working on the tractor with me, and my wife putting up with it. So appreciate all you fans for coming and all of our sponsors. Without any of y'all, we couldn't do it.
Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Corey Schluter, light Superstock Ag Friday night session winner.
Donald Nelson's Bullbuster, your number 3 tractor coming in here this weekend in the point standings. Twin Hemis, once again about 6,000 horsepower sitting on the nose of that tractor.
All right, so here we go. Donald Nelson on the Bullbuster.
Well, he went from 2 engines to 1 engine. That's what happened right there. He lost the blower belt on one of those Hemis. Here comes Derek Brown, the high-class grass.
All right, so getting you folks caught up. Don Nelson went 327.43. He was on a roll, and then he sent that blower belt out there running forward. Scratch that, folks. 327.43, not the distance for Donald Nelson. We'll get you the right digits in just a second. $299.27. $299.27, the distance for Donald Nelson.
313.41 for Derek Brown's high-class grass out of Grove, Oklahoma. 17 trucks in this modified truck division tonight. As we're just past the halfway point, Murray Thornton and Thumper coming up next out of Bedford, Iowa. He's your number 1 truck in the point standings right now.
Big thank you to Stop Fire Fire Extinguishers, the official fire extinguisher of the Outlaw. Stop Fire is a proprietary blend of liquefied fire suppression gases that not only put out the fire, but also prevent reignition with zero mess. Stop Fire fire extinguishers are 100% guaranteed and made right here in North America. To get your hands on the world's best fire extinguisher, go online, ake.com.
Next puller here. Once again, this is your points leader right now, Murray Thornton out of Bedford, Iowa. Ford pickup body, Sonny Leonard Hemi under the hood, calls it Thumper. '23 Outlaw Points champ. Going back a little farther, 2018, 2017 as well. So a few championships to the credit of the Thornton family Ford called Thumper.